Some people say that death is the end. This was not true for these two mortal enemies. Now they are stuck with each other for eternity. But where did their hatred come from? We are about to go back on their lives and find out.
Well, not what I was expecting, but I can work with this. At least I don't have any noisy neighbors to deal with. That's a good thing. Although I'd like to talk to the bishop one day, see how he's doing.
Hello. Glad to see you finally showed up. Now I don't have to talk to that jerk over there all the time.
Well, I guess there's no need for polite introductions since we're dead, and you were never known for your manners.
Look, you didn't have any respect for ladies when you were alive, but could you have some now?
Yeah, sorry, like they say, old habits die hard. You get it? Old habits dying hard. We're dead. It's just so funny.
I don't understand how you can make fun of this situation.
I don't think anybody gets them.
You two talking about? Probably some rumor about me. If I remember correctly, Jean Valjean, you were quite good at those.
I don't think I've ever met two people who are as angry at each other as you two. What set you guys off?
I don't know, we just always have.
And why do you care anyways? And please, do not give me that sob story about how he protected you, took you in, and then after you died you cared for your child. Doesn't really matter.
Once again, stop being rude. She has a point. Why do we hate each other so much?
Isn't it obvious? You were a bad guy. I was a cop. We're natural enemies.
That's no excuse.
Of course you would think that. You were probably thinking that when you were selling yourself off, it was all for your precious daughter.
If you had had a heart, you would have realized how desperate I was to help my daughter.
I do have a heart. I just can't prove it right now because it's not beating. But even if it was, I would never sink to such depths for anyone. They're just not worth it.
That is where you were wrong. If you had loved Cosette as much as Fantine and I had, then you would have done anything for her.
Yeah, now, don't go ganging up at me, but I really don't agree with that statement. Nobody is worth anything.
If that is true, why didn't I just shoot you instead of letting you jump off the bridge?
Your mistake, not mine. And besides, you weren't exactly known for your favors.
Are you willing to bet on that?
Yes, absolutely, positively. Do your worst.
Okay.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not literally! Ah!
It wasn't always like this, you know. She used to be such a sad little child, with no hopes, no future, no way of escaping those awful people, until he came along, until he gave her that chance. Do you really think the criminal you are hunting would take in the child of a dead woman that he is setting up from the streets? Are you really that blind? But I guess you always seem determined to see the worst in people, so I guess we will just have to keep trying to change that.
So, you finally come to finish me off like you wanted to since the day we met. You're right. That's more your style than a gun anyway.
Go.
What?
Be gone. Leave. I wanted to give you a chance as well as myself.
But why?
Because I'm not the man that you've been hunting all these years. I wanted to show you I've changed.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
Do what?
The time travel thingamajigger!
Oh, I was trying to prove a point.
What point?
The point that Jean Valjean has changed and you will not accept that.
Hate to say I told you so, but I couldn't resist.
Okay, fine. You changed.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Don't be
Okay, not what I was expecting, but I can work with this. I mean, a big rope doesn't exactly scream I'm manly. Well, at least I don't have to worry about noisy neighbors, although I would have liked to talk to the bishop, see how he's doing.
Tessa, line.
Oh. Your mistake, not mine. What?
What? Is that the end of it or something?
I thought you forgot your line. And I was like, what?
Okay.
This is your mistake, not mine.
And then she
You're
used
supposed to say you weren't exactly known for your favors.
Oh, son of a... Try and keep my boots out of the shop, because they don't go with me.
Are you willing to bet on... Are you willing to... I just realized that. I shouldn't have ever done that. How am I going to hold it?
I can give you some ideas.
You guys should start.
Hold on.
You know, I still have that lifesaver that I took from you.
Really?
Yes.
You still do.
No, it was like crap.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's watching us. Somebody's looking at us. Who's that? Who's that? They're watching us. The person right there. They're looking at us, man.
19, back here.
Okay.
I didn't.
Fine.
He's why would you do that?
Go home,
And
Mary.
they'll be all like, because how many times since I say this to you, I'm different. Okay? You get kind of where that seems to go?
I'm supposed to say I'm different. Here's what?
Okay.
Right here.
Well, what are you two talking or laughing about? Probably rumor about me. If I remember correctly, you were quite good at those, Jean Valjean. Tempting to provoke.
Yeah. You just go on, Jed.
And then you have to come between quickly. Okay?
I don't know if I've ever met people who are as rude as you two were against each other. What set you guys off?
I can't touch.
Turn page! Cold fingers!
Can't flip it on.
No.
What was that?
What are we doing? We need to film.
Well, finally come to kill me like you want to since the day we met.
Go.
You really need to read the context.
Just go.
Jean Valjean walks over and unties him and throws the ropes. Stops
Too bad.
and word takes out plastic
You
knife.
can just go.
What?
You don't need to be untied. You just go.
Just be set free.
We. Zipra.
Stop it, 15!
So you have to take that. And that's why I bought that wristband.
I know!
Yeah, it's like,
To be over there.
but how am I supposed to untie?
Just use your starburst knife. And then I have a line. Okay? So use starburst knife, undo, tie me. I'll say a line, and then it's your turn, okay?
Okay.
So,
I got this. I got this.
okay. Scene begins. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not literally! Ah! Fine.
This was supposed to be the end of the scene. Okay. I was just gonna keep. Nope.
I'm so evil!